is going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now this is going to be the first official how-to video for Nioh 2. If you guys have any suggestions for videos that I should be doing for how-tos, or maybe you're having issues finding something or defeating a certain boss, go ahead and put that in the comments below and I'll follow up with a video or follow up with some commentary on that. Now for our first how-to video, we're going to be talking about Gozuki. Now Gozuki, unfortunately, is probably like the second actual monster that you fight in this game, which is absolutely insane. It definitely is a wake-up call. It was a wake-up call for me, and probably out of the 188 deaths that I have so far being on mission 6, Gozuki was probably 40 out of those 188. It was very frustrating. I didn't understand the mechanics. So with that being said, in this video I'm going to show you guys and I'm going to tell you guys some tips on how to actually defeat Gozuki, and hopefully that makes your day a lot better because you're not rage quitting and mad at the world. Okay, so Gozuki is a demon with the head of a bull. It can be seen in various picture scrolls depicting images of hell, torturing the wicked alongside the horse-headed demon Mizuki. In Buddhist literature, it is more commonly seen under the name Abo. It is said to appear in our world even when its official underworld duties do not call for it, simply desiring to commit acts of evil. Now, one of the most important things that I can stress for any game like Sekiro or like Nioh 2 or Code Vein is obviously to make sure that you rely on patience. Patience is going to be the most important thing whenever you're fighting bosses, mini bosses, and especially for Nioh 2, because you're not going to be able to run through each level and hack and slash, and you're definitely not going to be able to do that for this boss Gozuki. So one of the most important things is just maintaining your patience, and what I mean by that is you need to learn when to actually hit and when not to hit. Don't take any chances, because one wrong move could definitely end your life. It doesn't matter how many heals you have. And so again, patience is probably the most important thing for this fight. All right, next, what I recommend is keeping him in the middle. You're going to want to keep Gozuki in the middle because he does a lot of mid to long range attacks, and if you're near a wall or if you're near like a large rock and you try to dodge either left or right, you might get snagged by that rock or that wall, and that will actually mess up your dodging and allow him to hit you head on. And obviously that's either going to take away heals or that's just going to kill you because he's going to follow up with a combo attack, and then you're going to be very, very mad. So what I recommend is, I don't care how much health he has left, always bring him back into the middle and try to keep him there while you're doing your combo attacks or your dodging, etc. Now, talking about the attacks that Gozuki does, one of the most easiest to dodge or run away from or get behind him where his weakness actually is going to be the 3 combo attack that he does. He's going to take 2 swings at you, and then he's going to do a 3rd power swing. Now you can dodge either left or right, and you'll actually see it's fairly easy to dodge. It's not even close to where he hits. Once he does his 3rd power move, and you'll actually see it because he has like a red aura around him, once he does this, you're going to want to go ahead and dodge again. Try to get behind him because this is where his weakness or vulnerable spot is, and if you hit this, it will crit and it will actually double your damage. So you're going to want to get a couple of combos in there. This is going to be the easiest attack to dodge and get attack points in on him. Now, another easy one to dodge is when he jumps in midair. This is usually when he's farther away from you. He's going to jump at you in midair and try to strike you. He's going to follow up with a swing, and then third, he's going to follow up with another power swing, the same as that first combo that we just talked about. Again, you're just going to go ahead and dodge again, and then try to get behind him, and then once you get behind him, lay on those combo attacks. Those are probably the 2 easiest attack combos that I can say are easy to dodge for him. Now, another thing that you guys are going to want to be aware of is when he does his charged attacks. So you'll actually see he'll put his head down, he'll aim his horns at you, he'll start to take his hooves, or I don't know, does he have feet? I don't know, I didn't even look to see if he has toes or not, but he'll actually, you know, start digging at the ground like a bull, and then he'll start to charge at you. If you're close, you can actually time this just right to where you can dodge left or right, and if you dodge left or right, you can actually get out of the way and he will run pretty far away from you, which is a good thing. Now, one of the things I have found is if you're a little bit farther away from him and he does this charge attack, If you dodge and you're still close to him, let's say you missed that first charge attack and you're good, he will put his head back down and try to charge at you for a second time. So just always make sure that whenever he puts his head down for this charge attack, you dodge twice just to be safe, so that way you don't get hit by it. Now, one of the hardest attacks that I found to dodge for Gozuki is when he just does a single power swing. It's not even really a power swing because you don't see any of the red R around him, but he does do a power swing. It's just a single swing and it times it just correctly, so that way whenever you dodge, he literally, the mechanics of the game make it so that way wherever you dodge to, he hits you. Now what I found is instead of dodging left or right, if you just dodge back once or twice, you should be able to avoid this attack. Alright, and the last attacks for Gozuki are going to be where he does the turnaround swings. Now these actually cover quite a bit of range, so what you're going to want to do is, if you notice that he starts to twist his back a little bit, or maybe you're behind him, definitely be aware that he will do this twisting attack, and you can actually dodge it. This is probably one of the things I recommend. You can either dodge it or you can parry it, of course, or guard against it. Now with that being said, I always found that dodging was easy because if I dodge, I can charge right back in and get some combo hits on him. But if you want to guard against it, that's perfectly fine. I just wanted to make note that if you're behind him for an extended period of time, he will do this move. Okay, so the next tip on my list is going to be key pulses. So I don't know where in the tutorial this actually is or how early on it is, but key pulses are going to be absolutely critical to Nioh 2, not just for Gozuki or Mizuki, but just in general. Key pulses are going to save your life and save you a lot of grief. So with that being said, what key pulses are is, as you're fighting and you're laying on combos, you'll see your bar at the top left. That little green bar will actually start to go down. This is going to be your ki, otherwise known as your stamina. Now with that being said, when your ki goes down after you're doing a combo, you will see that you have this little blue aura that will kind of go around you, or they're kind of like light blue orbs. This is going to be your ki. Now once it goes onto your body, you can actually, for me it's PlayStation on R1, if you press R1 you can actually do a ki pulse, and what that will do is it will allow you to gain back some of your ki. So let's say you lay on a bunch of combos on a Gozuki and you need to gain some ki back or some stamina back, so that way you can dodge his next attack. You're going to want to follow up with a ki pulse on every single combo. Now what I found myself doing is that I will spam R1 consistently after I have a combo attack, maybe like 1 to 3 times, just to make sure that I get that ki pulse in, and then I will go ahead and follow up with a dodge or a guard. This is going to be absolutely important when you're fighting him, because like I said, he does have a weak spot on his back. You can dodge 2 of the like 5 different attacks that he does, but if you find that you don't have any more stamina and let's say he hits you, you will stagger and you will be kind of like paralyzed for 3 to 5 seconds, and you definitely don't want that because he will follow up and kill you, or you'll just waste a heal. So with that being said, make sure that you're doing your key pulses. It doesn't matter if you have a heavy weapon, high stance, low stance, mid stance, whatever. Just make sure that you're doing your key pulses and you're getting back as much stamina as possible. Now speaking on stances, what I recommend is being in mid stance, just because this is more of a balanced stance. I know that it does lean more towards defense, but it allows you to get enough damage in there without really affecting your dodging abilities. It does allow you to have some mobility as well. And then obviously if you're not able to dodge an attack, or you notice that your timing is off, you can go ahead and use that guard, which is what mid stance is mainly used for, but that will absolutely help. So I recommend using mid stance. I find that low stance just doesn't do enough damage. You're going to draw the fight out quite a bit. And then for high stance, I just find that you don't have enough mobility, especially when a lot of Gozuki's attacks are mid to long range. Alright, so for my last tip, what I recommend is using grapple whenever you get the chance. So the grapple attack, if you saw in the tutorial, is when your enemy runs out of ki, you'll actually see the purple bar that's under their health or under Gozuki's health. You'll actually see that this bar gets depleted. What you're going to want to do is get close to him and press triangle on PlayStation, and what that does is a grapple attack, and it does a lot of damage. It's more like I think it's a 2-hit combo, I guess you could say, but it does a ton of damage. And again, when the stamina is down or when the ki is down for Gozuki, you can do the grapple attack. You can also hit him and it will make him stagger quite a bit every single time that you do this type of attack whenever his stamina is down. Now of course he will regenerate that ki, so just be on the lookout for that. You might get excited and think like, yeah, I'm laying on some combos, I did a grapple attack, etc. But then all of a sudden he regains his ki and he does a combo attack on you and you're dead. So just be on the lookout for that. Grapple is going to be super important. All right guys, so those are my tips for fighting Gozuki. Like I said, I think 40 of the deaths that I have so far out of 188, being that I'm on mission 6, and this was like the first 10 minutes of the game, is for Gozuki. So I definitely wanted to do a how-to video on that. I hope these tips do help you guys. If they do, go ahead and hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel as we are on our way to 4,000 subscribers, and hit that notification bell for daily videos. Again, if you guys have any suggestions on types of videos that I should throw down for Nioh 2, go ahead and put them in the comments below. I'll follow up with some commentary, some reactions, some replies. I'll maybe follow up with a video or two. Just go ahead and put them in the comments below. And with that being said, thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.